What's going on, associates? This is the Anime Association back here with another live video. We're going to be discussing a couple topics today, but before we do, if you could hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos and lives every Tuesday. So, the two topics we are discussing are flashbacks in anime and the dead parent trope. So, we're going to start with flashbacks and we're going to start with G.
Um, well, do you know, the thing is, when it comes to flashbacks in anime, it's not the worst thing, provided that they actually do a flashback that has that actually has good weight towards the story itself. I know there's been some flashbacks in anime where it's just for the sake of just doing it because someone thought it was a good idea, but added no value to the overall anime itself. So if it's one of those ones, then I'm very much against it. But like, there's some where, you know, where traditionally, like, just as anime fans, like, where we've seen a character just start off being so strong and we're like, what the hell, how did that happen, what's happening here? And then we kind of get that flashback to kind of see how they got to that point before, you know, and it adds that weight. Or we find out why a character's motivations are for doing what they're doing through the flashback. So any flashback that has actual layer to story is one that I pretty much welcome. But anything that's rubbish, then no, let's not do that.
All right, fair points. What about you, Shin?
I'm not gonna lie, I blanked out while G was talking. Man. Blanked out when G was talking.
G, repeat everything.
What is a flashback? You know, that is rubbish to you, man. What is something that is rubbish? Because the whole flashback is a plot device. It's supposed to tell you something that happened off screen. That's basically what the flashback is. What is a flashback that is like rubbish to you, like you were saying, man? Like, that means nothing. All flashbacks are important.
No. I think sometimes there are some flashbacks. Maybe I don't know. Okay, let me not call the flashbacks rubbish. Let's just say I'm just not interested in them. So if I'm not so let's just say a flashback happens for a character that I'm not emotionally invested in, then I don't care. You know, if you know, it's like I don't care how that happened, this because I'm not invested. Whereas when a story is so good and you're invested and they give you that flashback that adds that extra layer on top, that you're like, oh, those are the ones that I like, not the flashbacks that add nothing, not the flashbacks that you know, that I'm not invested in. So I should have properly phrased that. Sorry.
Hello, chat. My bad. I was just gonna take it the thing as being the chat guy. Lexington said he's the first one to like. Thank you, Lexington. Kobe
I think
said hello,
Leighton.
guys.
I think that's Leighton, not
okay,
Lexington.
Whatever. I'm gonna mess up names. I'm the chat guy. Kobe, yo, what up? Thank you.
What's up, Kobe?
We're talking about flashbacks right now. We're talking about what do you think about anime flashbacks in anime. That's what we're talking about. Continue, G. I mean, G. Well, add it. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, I was gonna ask G. So like yours is more like targeted towards the characters more so than the flashback. Like flashbacks in general you like, but if it's not a character you don't like, then you don't care. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't mind a flashback, but I just don't like them when I'm not invested in either the anime or the character itself.
Okay, that's a fair point. What about you, Shin?
What about flashback arcs? Because you know, there's a shonen that's very popular that does flashback arcs. Just got out of a flash. We got into a flashback. Yeah, we just got out of the flashback.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Jujutsu Kaisen?
One?
No, we ain't talking about some Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen don't have that many flashbacks. I'm talking about One Piece, man.
Yeah, we're talking about flashback.
Whoops.
You got you got Naruto with the filler arcs. One Piece got the flashback arcs, man. I mean, I don't have, like I said up front, like flashback is integral to the story, especially if it's integral to the story. I mean, I'm not like on the camp of G. I understand where G coming from, but like I'm not on the camp of G where if I'm not invested in a certain character, I don't care about the flashback because like you still would get something out of that. Like for instance, like if something happened off film, like for instance, like if we go out of the realm of anime, the newest like what's it called? Knives Out. It's a mystery thing. I can't think of. It's on Netflix. I do know that. But like towards the end of the film, you get a flashback, quote unquote, but like he's explaining how he figured out the crime and everything, how they faked this crime, did this crime and everything like that. And you're seeing those little details throughout this flashback and stuff that you saw throughout the movie. Like when an anime does a flashback like that, like especially like a mystery, like for instance, bro, erased. That whole thing when he go back in time, that's whole he reliving the flashback. That's just a whole flashback type thing. He already lived through this and everything, but like you see, especially in mysteries, like you see those little intricate things during a flashback and stuff like that. And I think flashbacks are important for the most part, but like they can, like G said, can get like daunting. Like for instance, in One Piece, my guy, like it, or Demon Slayer. The moment the demon head is about to get cut off, we finna get this whole black story, and I'm about to feel bad about this demon finna die. Dang.
Yeah.
I think it's really all about placement, right? There's none off the top of my head that I can think of, but placement of a flashback is everything as well. Like I think Demon Slayer, you're having the demon die. I think that's a pretty good place for a flashback. I take that back. I think this current One Piece flashback in the manga, the flashback within the flashback makes absolutely no sense as of right now. Like zero sense whatever right now. Like maybe it's going to make sense once we get out of
we are out of it.
Yeah, well, this next chat, we're still in the flashback.
I mean, yeah, we are. We are. But we out. We out.
We're out of that flashback.
Yeah, we out of that one. I mean, we still in the other flashback. But yeah, man.
Yeah, but for the most part, I do think, like, I get what G's saying, where it's like, I don't care about this character, so this is like dragging out. I think Black Clover might do that a little bit because it's like Gordon. I didn't really care too much about Gordon's flashback, so when we started getting it, I was like, I'm not invested in this. But like Shin was saying, it's a plot device, and it goes back to my biggest gripe of this year. And when it was really going on, when the discourse was going on, people were like saying, I'm too much of a One Piece fan for expecting a flashback to flesh out this character. Solo Leveling. The anime, when the whole mother thing happened, they could have given us little bits and pieces of flashback so we know the mother's personality, but where the where this flashback was straight rubbish was he spilled water on her, but when we saw the aftermath of that, they were standing up.
It was scalding hot water. It just wasn't regular water.
No, I get that. It was scalding hot water, and it did burn her and everything. But when we didn't see it happen. We just saw her standing up and like, you poured this hot water on me, but it's okay, baby. I love it. So like, we see who she is, but it wasn't enough in that time period, and it just didn't connect with how that type of flashback should have been handled. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should have seen a little something more of like, maybe they're having like a real bonding moment, and like we see her pouring the water on him, type rubbing it back, and so he's trying to do the same to her, but it's too hot, right? Like that would have worked better than spilling the water, but they're standing up. Doesn't connect to me. So I think flashbacks are a crucial plot device because it gives us the character depth. It gives us certain backstories if it's needed to connect to the larger world and things like that.
Just read the webtoon, man. You good. Just read that.
I got the light novels, so I
read
got the
them.
light
Yeah,
novels.
you're good there. If you want all that junk, and like
The 8 volumes.
yeah, just read that. You're good if you want all that. The anime, yeah, the anime probably did. I mean, when you talked about that, it reminded me of one of my favorite webtoons, God of High School, and how that anime just wet the bed on that entire thing. Because they messed up one of their flashbacks. So they didn't even do the flashback, which it would have been good when she was getting married. That was a whole flashback. But yeah, you know, we didn't do that, and everybody was confused.
Like I
The
said,
whole
wet-
thing
wet
about
the
Jin
bed was being
Mori.
kind. Wet
Yeah,
the- wet
stuff
the
with
bed was
Jin
kind.
Mori. Jin Mori. There was some important flashbacks with Jin Mori. We didn't get that shit.
Now look, I'll tell you where flashbacks can actually throw me for a loop sometimes, because I feel like it's done poorly when it's done like this. Don't get me wrong, I think this final season of MHA was immaculate, but one of my biggest peeves was it would be like, we're here, sorry we waited 10 minutes later or 10 minutes before, and then they constantly did that from that point on, and it'd be like, just show us if it's happening 5 seconds before they get there. Just show us. I feel like that's dragging it out. Unless one of y'all can explain it to me, I can't connect why they would say we're here 5 seconds before, and it's how they got there. And it's like, just show us them getting there, because there is no reason. It's like a puzzle. It's an out of order puzzle at that point in time.
Yeah, like I usually prefer flashbacks if I want more like in depth to a character, right? But like when it gets to that sort of point where like it's like it just happened, I don't see the point in doing a flashback. I see it just as like, show us what happened here and then there, instead of the other way around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what My Hero was doing. Like the last bit of it, like I think like 2 or 3 episodes, it would be like major moments, but I don't know. It just didn't connect to me with how they were doing it, and that's my only gripe with the ending of it. Besides Deku not handing out fries, you know,
That's what it happened in the manga.
I know it is.
That's everything is what happened.
Yeah, and I was telling, and I think I was telling Addict that too. Like, I don't know if they're going to do it with the anime, but and they ended up doing it. But I was telling him like that was my biggest gripe with it. That it would be like one page, it would be this, and then like the whole like Ochoko scene. It would be like the same thing I've been saying. He would show up, and then they would have a flashback of like 2 seconds before, and it's like,
that's what we were doing 2 seconds before. Yeah,
like what was it? It would have been different if they had like a whole dialogue, and then we jump back. It would be like, what are you doing here? 5 minutes before, and it's like, what the fuck?
So for you, Tim, would that fall under your placement that you said earlier? Like you prefer the placement to be like way before, or was that the placement thing like something else?
Nah, that like it is about the placement of it. Like the placement of those flashbacks just didn't make sense because it was all happening in one scene, right? It was all just one scene out of order, pretty much. And I don't understand why it was done that way.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So for like, because we were talking about One Piece, if it's like constant flashbacks, do you think that's too many, or do you think because of how vast the world and the characters are, we need that many?
I think
go on. Sorry.
Nah, I was just gonna say I think it's, if you're having like one an arc type of thing, I think that's pretty good pacing, especially with how in depth One Piece's world is and the stories and everything, and just its overall structure is that save the kingdom type of thing. Like every island is a save the kingdom arc, so it makes sense to have some type of flashback going on. Like One Piece is just this current one. I think it's because they're crunched for time, but it's Inception piece right now. That's what's going on. It's just you don't know what, like, I don't want to give no spoilers, but it makes no sense of how we got to the flashback we just got. It makes no sense.
All right,
yes, it does.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Oh boy, was telling something from his perspective, and we landed in
Yeah,
that
and then we did get into that flashback, and then we went into the other flashback that shows us some stuff. That's some important stuff.
like the first part of the flashback made sense, but then when we started getting everything else, it was like, I know his brother's sitting there like, how did you get here?
You know, yeah.
How
you know
here?
about this? You weren't even there.
It's world building, brother. It's world building.
How do you know about the parts that you weren't there for?
Yeah.
G, did you have a point to add to that one?
No, I think Tim did end up saying, I was like, look, in terms of a flashback, maybe like look, one or two flashbacks, an arc, fine. But like, you know, if you're starting to do what Tim was saying, because I haven't watched the final season of My Hero, but I've read the manga. But it's like, if you're now doing flashbacks of like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, then you're just pretty much close to getting drop kicked basically at that point, because it's just like, it makes no sense how like you're trying to progress the story, but before we even get there, you're now telling us actually 5 minutes ago that happened. I'm like, I don't care what happened 5 minutes ago. I want to know what's happening next, you know, kind of thing. So yeah. So I think there is most definitely a too many flashbacks you know in an anime, but I couldn't deal with that. And also I'm happy you've given me the warning there, so at least now like I can skip that thing. But
If you
the only thing I
you
can
binge
give,
it like I
another thing
binged
I
it,
can give, and an example I can give is I'm not sure. I probably most likely Shin's seen it, but like, for example, you know, History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, right? You know, it's all, you know, there's a lot of good stuff, but then you find out that he had a close friend, and then they give you the flashback.
That thing that came out of Compton. Yeah, that did come just straight out of nowhere. Yeah,
out of nowhere, and I'm thinking, I don't fucking care.
yeah.
Was that like the whole candy store scene?
Yeah. Like that just came out of nowhere. There was never a mention of it or anything like that. I was gonna think of something like recent, like Lazarus. Flashback wise, like in Lazarus, like, you know how, especially when they were telling you about Skinner, the Skinner thing, or that whole plot twist with the medicine and everything getting blasted everywhere, and I mean, spoilers for Lazarus. Spoilers for Lazarus. Everybody was there in the airport. Everybody was there. Everybody was there in that time when all that happened and everything like that. I mean, that's a flashback. But you know, at the same time, it helps the show. But at the same time, I was like, I don't care about this. It makes sense that all of y'all knew each other. I mean, that's how the type of show this is, man.
Now,
move on.
I will say another series that actually did the flashback poor placement to me is, and I know you don't read manga, but Dragon Ball Super during the Granola arc, where he picks up the radar and we have that whole Bardock flashback in the middle of the fight. That shit was horrible placement. Like, we got a whole Bardock flashback in the middle of a fight. Literally in the middle of a fight. It was like 10 chapters, and it was like, bro, you could have put this somewhere else.
You could put it at the end.
Yeah, because then they brought up how he got to the flashback at the end, but it was like he sat there for like 10 minutes just to watch this on the radar while this.
Yeah, like it wasn't in the middle of a fight, because I think the fight was like done somewhat, because then the Namekian dude came in. It was like, you need to know the truth, and then he gives him the scouter, and then the Namekian's the guy is the one who like is telling the story, because he was there the whole time basically. And then you can hear, and there was recording on the scouter, and like that's where that, because they weren't fighting at that point.
Well, it was, you're right. They weren't fighting, but they were still in the middle of fighting Gas, though, because that's how he got the true UI, was after that flashback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they weren't necessarily in the mid, but I still think that was kind of poor placement. Maybe it's because I haven't gone back to read it yet. But I remember when it started. Of course, I was hyped, but I remember it was like when we got back, I was just like, that was kind of weird. It doesn't help any that we were waiting a month just to get fight chapters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that's what I have to add to that. Overall, I think flashbacks are a good plot device. Anybody that tries to like downplay it or be like, you're just a One Piece fan, that's why they don't understand literary devices.
My favorite type of flashback though is when you find somebody. I bet you're wondering why I'm hanging upside down. Let me tell. Those are my favorite type of flashbacks, man.
Yeah, those are no,
the beginning of every BET movie.
Yeah.
You talking about those ones?
Those are good because by the time you actually see it, you're already asking the question. The show knows you're asking the question. Why are you upside down? And it's like, oh, actually, let me tell you why I'm upside down. That's a fun flashback because you're already curious.
I know you're wondering how this big dude is swinging me around by my ankles right now.
All right. I think with that we covered flashbacks pretty good. So our next topic is going to be the dead parent trope. Now, originally when I thought of this, I was only thinking of shonen, but as Shin pointed out, it is across all animes. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the dead parent trope, Tim?
So I think it doesn't really mean too much to me. It doesn't really come like it does. I don't think it really interferes with stories too much. I think Oda, how he explained why he does like the dead mothers was mothers are the antithesis of adventure, right? Like what mother is going to let their 10-year-old boy go on a worldwide adventure? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she might be a Pokemon herself. I think we need to start that theory, okay?
Ditto. Yeah, it could have been a ditto,
But for the most part, like I think that kind of makes sense that parents kind of would get in the way of an adventure, or a lot of times it ties into I'm searching down this man because he killed my family type of ordeal. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me too much. They don't really make it a big deal too much in most series when the parents are dead or absent or whatever. So it doesn't really bother me. Though the times it bothers me is like Usopp and Gon, how they look up to their dads, but their dads completely abandon the shit out of them and doesn't want to see them at all. And they're like, I love my dad. I want to be just like him. And it's like, what?
I'm going to get some milk.
Back in 5.
I want to get milk just like my dad. Yeah, like what?
All right, what about you, G?
Oh man. Jeez, I think the dead. What do you think? Dead parent. I'm indifferent. I think I'm indifferent. Like I said, it all varies really because I think we had what was it because I know in Hanjime no Ippo they touched upon how his dad died a little bit, and obviously like that's a different type because obviously I was it make in the spirit of the show you see what this guy was going through, and when they kind of hit that angle of the dead parent, like you could see like his mom is struggling because to do all of this stuff, his dad has died, but you can see how it's affecting him, how he wishes he was there, and that was just tied in nicely. They didn't harp on it too much at all. They just touched upon it. That small little bit they did had significant weight. Then you have sometimes of what's an example I can give that's just utter nonsense, where when I say utter nonsense, not that it was good, again, I have to preface by saying when I say utter nonsense, I don't care. Basically, like I don't care. That's what it is. Which is
God
trying-
dang.
I fell into the abyss.
Oh yeah, that's what I was like. I'm trying to think. I can't really think of one from the top of my head where I'm just like, well, I don't really care actually that your parents that your parent in the anime show is not there. I don't really care. But there are I'd have to revisit it. But there are some where it's just, again, it serves no purpose. In terms of making me care. Yes, it tells us why, but at the same time, I'm thinking, well, I don't really care, to be fair. So I think that's one of those things. But if I do think of an example, I will most definitely tell you guys.
Okay, so to kind of question that there and maybe like be a little more specific in terms of like when it happened. Like so like most of them I feel like are in the very beginning. Like the parents already dead before the story starts. Is that
Mm.
another reason why you don't care about it?
Yes, at the same time, yes, because it's like, you know, sometimes the thing is when I think, because I think Shin said this before as well, and I do share that sentiment a little bit. It's sometimes it takes up to about 5 episodes for you to know if you actually fucking care about the whole thing. So sometimes they introduce the narrative of, okay, cool, the parents dead, and that's in the first episode. And I'm thinking at that time, it's like, yeah, I don't really, okay, you've told me this, but what's that supposed to do? Like the guy
Right.
the guy or girl haven't even done anything yet. Okay, you've told me that, but you know, where are we going with this? What purpose of you telling me that they died is it supposed to serve? Because you could, the character could do whatever they're doing and you never mention their parents, we never see them, they could be alive but we never see them, and I'll still feel the exact same way. You tell me they're dead, okay, at the beginning, now what? Like, what am I supposed to do with that information at the beginning? Like, okay, they want to they want to climb up Mount Everest, crikey, because their parent died and they want to make them proud. Okay. Like,
I see what you
mean,
mean, yeah.
it's an emotional aspect of it. It's just another it's like it is a trope, but it's another plot device type thing. It's an emotional thing, and it's showing you. I personally like it when you have it where you got just the one parent alive and they're involved in the life. Like for instance, Wolf Children. You both parents were there, but then the dad dies. And then it's more on the lines of the movie is about the mom coming to terms with taking care of two kids who aren't, human.
Okay.
And everything like that. So like you see that. I mean I like it. I like the anime when either I would love to see an anime besides like your rom-coms where you see both parents they're together, but it's like in a comedy thing, like what's his name? Hizatomi wants to hang out or something like that. Both parents are there. That's cool. And everything, like mom's there. She's she's a she's there. So like the mom is there and everything like that. There's that. But like I also like, I mean, I know I definitely gonna get slack about it. I'm pretty sure that one person is probably in chat. But like my mom and her multi-hit combo thing. Um, it's about a dude who gets isekai with his mom. His mom's there, and she's the strongest person in the party.
Oh,
The whole time and everything. It's a very ridiculous isekai, but like it's like it's stuff like that, like or even like you even can do you could do the found parent type thing. Like your parents are dead, but like you have your found parents,
Family.
like Spy Family, for instance, which in the most recent Spy Family chapter, you find out what happened to Anya's mom, her actual mom, her birth mom. Yeah, you
Mm.
find out who she is, what she looked like, everything like that, and what happened. But that goes to the person who I forget the dude who made it name or her name. But it more harkens back to their first manga that they made, because that's kind of like a crossover. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not talking about Spy Family. But like it's like that with the Lloyd and assassin chick, whatever it is. Yeah, that. So like it's like that. Like Anya has two parents right there. They're not her actual parents, but like they care for her as parents and stuff like that. Even in like a show like what's it called Mob Psycho 100. The parents are there, quote unquote, but Reagan is more like this man's mob's not only like his older brother, but he's almost like a father figure to him as well. He helps that man grow and everything like that. So like those aspects are cool. It is. I just really like your biological parents. Like, come on, man, let them be a part of something. And we don't always have to lean on the dead parents. I mean, because like sometimes you wish the parents like died, like in Spirit of the Way. They should have got eaten up by while there was pigs. But I'm not gonna get into that.
They should have been the bacon in Howl's Moving Castle. That's what the fuck they did. No, I actually agree with what Shin's saying. Because I just binge watched Flagrant Flower. And the way his parents are in the story, like how it's rolled out. I don't know about y'all if y'all seen that, but I thought his dad was like dead or some shit like that until all of a sudden he comes in and like he's laying, even though they show it's his dad, but I didn't know that was his dad, right? And then like he helps him out, type shit, and I think I like that. That was a very cool aspect to me. Now I was also only thinking of parents dead before the show starts. Like that's how the show starts, type of thing. I think I like it when it sounds fucked up that I'm saying I like it, but like in Jobless Reincarnation, right at the very end, his parents essentially die. Paul dies and his mom essentially dies, and I think that was a very strong device to place to use that, because it made everything come crashing down. You had hope, and then you had the hope, and then the hope was snatched away, right? And I think that was used very, very good. I can't mention the next one because it would be a spoiler, but also what he was saying though, the found family part of even like parentage and things like that, I think it falls into. I like that aspect as well. Like in Don Machi, you could say Mama Mia is kind of like his aunt, right? His found aunt type of thing, right?
Yeah.
And I really like that aspect that they have with each other as the found family and everything. So I agree. I agree with what Shin says, and I once again sounds fucked up, but I like it when the parents are used as a plot device to push the story and character forward. Okay.
Another one of those found family things that I like too is buddy daddies.
Yes.
The dad and mom were technically alive in the beginning. They spoilers for buddy daddies. They killed the dad, and then the mom is kind of there, but like the two who adopt that girl, that's her daddies. Them the show ain't called buddy daddies for no reason. Them her daddies. She even calls them dads throughout the series too. So like buddy daddies is also one of those things too, I would say. But like you only really see that with children. I can't even really think of anything off the top of my head where it's like, or teenagers too. It's like the kids to teen. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that has something to do with an adult losing their parents at the beginning, or an adult character lost one of their parents and it's a plot point. I can't think of anything really off the top of my head.
Isn't the Blade of the Immortals kind of like that? Isn't that how he became immortal? Was the thing killed his parents or something like that. Am I misremembering that?
You talking about the demon blade thing? Oh no, wait, no, that's a
No,
different thing. That's a different thing. The
Well,
blade of
that
the Lord,
that also is another one that came out this year. The sword of the demon slayer.
yeah,
or
Slayer,
Hunter. They
yeah.
kind of did that, but I think they were still kind of like teenagers at that time. So maybe
Yeah, they were.
but no, I'm
I
talking
think
about
Blade of more. Yeah, I think it's been a minute.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
been a minute.
I think that was like his, but I think that was like his whole purpose of trying to end the immortality thing was because it like that's how he originally got his curse was like he killed his parents or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Even though it's not really a curse, but that's a whole nother conversation right there when it comes
I mean,
to
if
that
you want to
story.
count Itachi, man, he murdered his parents too.
He murdered everybody. What are we talking about? He murdered everybody.
But before we move on to the game, Shin, I wanted to ask about the MC in Erased. Is he already an adult at the beginning of the story?
Yes, he is an adult
Okay.
at the beginning of the story, and that bastard took the most beautiful woman ever in the freaking. God damn it! I hate that dude. Anyway, I hate the ending of that too. It was awful, even in the manga. That's not
Well,
great.
but
But yeah,
Pluto, they take his Astro Boy's parent. Isn't Astro Boy's parent killed in Pluto? I know he's a robot, but still, come on,
man, no robot, man. Where you gonna bring up the robot? But yeah, that does happen in Pluto. Yeah, that is right.
Come on, man. I ain't never felt for a vacuum like I did that day, man.
Don't be my man.
On that note, let's move on to the game. All right, so I'm gonna send you guys the code. So it's buzzin.live to get on.
Are you gonna post it in the private chat?
I can just tell you the code if you want, or do you want me to put it in the private?
Nah,
chat?
send it in the chat so nobody tries to
to sabotage the thing.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
What is the what's the site?
Buzzin.live.
I think you copy the URL and put it in as well.
This code doesn't just send it to you?
That's what I'm trying to do, but maybe not.
This man.
This guy didn't even troubleshoot first.
Oh, right.
Buzz button.
Buzzin.live.
Yeah, it's just Buzzin.
This shit looks like a website from 1999.
Probably is. The fuck? I'm trying to copy this shit.
I mean, just put in the
just type it in.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I said.
I was trying to copy and paste it. My bad.
I mean, copy. I think it's Control V.
I was trying to do
Control C.
Okay, maybe I was pressing the wrong
Then
thing.
Control D.
Well, you have you on Mac, ain't you?
Yeah. I was trying to do Command. God, I've done it multiple times. I was trying to do Command C for copy and Command V for paste, but that shit wasn't working. But anyway, I sent it in the chat.
It's fine. We forgive you, addict. We forgive you.
You might want to tell the viewers what we do. And
okay,
I accidentally buzzed in. I thought it was gonna make a sound.
Oh no, you're good. All right. So this game is called How Well Do You Know These Animes? It's going to be 10 random animes that I selected, and our contestants are going to be buzzing in to give me the studio that animated the anime, how many episodes the anime has, and what year the anime started. Simple as that.
Addict hates
I'm a cheat. I'm a cheat at this, bro.
well, I want to let the viewers know I wasn't able to study. I'm a good student, but I didn't know what to study, so we finna get mollywopped. I do have a question.
I'll let you know I just don't care about these type of things. So let's go.
For some reason, when
is there a point? Is there 1 point for each of these, or are you is it just a full point? You got to give all three of those.
So you can get up to 3 points for the thing because, like, say you get 2 out of 3. If you get the third one wrong, someone else can buzz in if they think they know it and then get a point.
Okay.
So okay, cool. So that means that Shin would have his 2 points, and then I would have my 1 point that I would have got from that.
What makes you think you gonna get a point?
Damn,
man,
that's crazy work.
I know, right? It's pretty much diabolical work.
Y'all already know I don't watch stuff, but I watch stuff, so like it's already on. It's already. But let me go to the chat real
The
quick.
anime addict and then the
John,
maniac. Yeah.
the what?
The manga maniac.
Manga man. I do read a lot. I say that. John, John Leonard? He said, "What up from? Is P at Pennsylvania? Is that
Yeah.
the? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. God dang, you watching us from there, man? Where the vampires at? He also said he is. I'm not into new anime, but when I was a kid, I loved Running Warriors, and here's this reboot. Yeah, that is happening, unfortunately. And then Kobe was like, "What we talking about, man? There's a thing that was flying by the whole time." Kobe,
And we were talking about the same thing when he first came in. We were still on flashbacks.
Yeah, Kobe moving crazy.
But all right, man, we go ahead.
All right, y'all are about to tap into your buzzers here.
Sure.
Yo, hold on. Before we go, why does your screen keep on flashing white, Addict? Like, is your room flashing? Is there something going on that, like, are you erasing our memories as we're doing this?
I think it's OBS, because for some reason, like whenever I record like reaction videos and stuff, it like will flash, and I don't know why. My camera's plugged in all the way. I don't know why it does that.
Oh damn.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. It's always been a thing that I typically have to edit out if I'm like making.
No, this has not always been a thing.
This has never happened. This is the first time. This is the first time.
Yeah, the first time this happened here. But
oh, okay. It's been doing it for a while. Like whenever I use my camera for videos and stuff.
I thought you were having like a rave or something over there.
Anybody who has epilepsy, please don't look at Addict's camera.
We might have to put a warning at the very beginning of this thing.
All right, hold on. Let me try to fix something here. Oops. Okay. Are y'all ready?
No, but let's go.
All right. So the first anime is Code Geass. All right, Tim.
The year it came out was 2003.
No.
It's the other one that's in my head right now.
Do you have a guess on the other two things before we move on to another player?
What episodes in studio?
Yes.
The episodes is I want to say 48, but that's not right. I'm gonna go with 48, but I know that's not right. I know they were long seasons, but not that long.
Nope. You got a guess on the studio?
I don't know. Fuck it, man. Let's just go all the way with it. Mappa. I'm gonna say Mappa.
All right, those are incorrect. So
I told you I was trash at this.
Anyone else got any guesses?
Sure, I guess.
Should.
What's Code Geass? It's old. He said 2002. Is that what he said?
He said 03.
03? I don't know. I think it's 2006.
That is correct.
2006? Yeah, okay. Episode. I think you're just talking about original Code Geass, right?
Right.
I think it's 24. Ain't it 24 episodes? No. Is it 24, 26? No.
No.
I don't know the studio. I'm probably like Aniplex. Let's just go with Aniplex. Yeah.
No.
Oh, I know I think I know the studio too.
I was going to say Gainax, but yeah.
Any guesses, G, before we reveal the answers?
Let's see. So Shin's got the 2006 point.
Right.
Code Geass, 34 episodes.
That is incorrect.
And then the anime studio, is it Madhouse?
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
So it has 50 episodes, and it is Studio Sunrise.
Oh.
Oh, dang, yeah, it's got Max in there. I should have remembered that. Yeah, it's Max.
I should have
probably
known it was going to be 2006 because they're doing that 20th anniversary special next year.
Silver's gonna probably be mad at me, but I ain't never finished Code Geass. So I'm just tell you that.
Oh,
That's why I don't know how many episodes it is.
oh,
Mm.
Silver's gonna have an.
He's gonna be very angry with me. But
All I'm
No.
gonna say is, if you like Pizza Hut, you'll like the second season. All the ads that they have in that shit.
Yep. All right, the next anime. Now, this is just referring to the original Naruto. All right, Tim.
It has 500 episodes. It came out in 01 and it was done by Period.
So you got Piro correct, but the other two are incorrect.
Yeah, I know. As I said, the episode count, I already know what it was.
Yep. But you did get a point for the studio.
All right.
So it's a year and how many episodes? Shin?
How old is it? We carried it 3. It's 2002 is when it came out.
That is correct.
And then the episode account for OG, the anime.
Yes.
Oh,
The-
damn,
the
my bad.
anime?
That's you were just saying OG.
Right. I did say the original Naruto. Got 10 seconds.
I want to say I know it's in like the 2s. It's like 260, 280 or something like that.
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
G, you have a guess on the last one before we move on?
To 201.
Close. It's 220. 220.
Oh man.
I knew it was in the 2s. I know it's in the 2s.
Now Tim was thinking of Shippuden, which has 500.
Yeah. I would have been wrong because I was thinking the whole stretch anyways. I know it was like 700 something total.
Yep.
02, I was off by a year. I said 01 confidently than a motherfucker too.
All right, the next anime. This is referring to the original Bleach.
Oh no.
All right, Tim.
I only know the studio. I'm pretty sure the studio is Perio as well. That's all. I'll shoot in the dark and say 01 and like 237 episodes. I don't.
Those two are incorrect, but you did get a point for the studio.
Bleach came out after.
I feel like G would have known that. And,
He should have known that.
No,
I don't
Forbes
know.
is the Bleachosaurus, not me.
Alex, good?
I think Bleach is 2000. Was it a year?
It is a year, yes.
Yes, I know it's a year. I don't know if it was a year. I think Bleach is 2004, right?
Yep, that is correct.
And then Bleach original run Bleach 2 is in the I think it's in the 3s. So I don't like because of whatchamacallit 315.
Not quite. All right. G don't got an answer, do you?
What's the last one left?
Episode count.
Episode count is 200 and
No, it's not that low. It's in the 3s. I know it's in the 3s.
320.
It is 366.
Yeah, I know it's in the 3s.
I only knew the studio because they ended up making the new studio just for Bleach.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, the next anime is Death Note.
This is not looking. This is not looking good.
26.
All right, Shin.
Dang it, man. The episodes, it's either 24. At that time, it's either 24 or 26. It's 26. Nope. God dang it, man. It's 24 then. Damn it.
Not 24.
Because it's not 24.
No.
It's not that many episodes of because they only had 2.
It's
Am I
more
tripping?
than 26.
I'm tripping. Man, I thought it was only 26 episodes. It wasn't that long. Okay, all right. Well, what was it? 2? Is it 2000 or 2001? 2000?
That is incorrect.
Nope. Okay. I don't know the studio. We go with Aniplex.
That is incorrect.
Every time I hear Aniplex, I just have their little Aniplex.
We'll do like 15 more seconds to see if anyone buzzes in. Okay, Tim.
I'm a what year did you say, Shin?
2000. I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
say,
is it 2000 or 2001? I know because it came out before them.
yeah, I'm gonna say 01.
That's incorrect.
Mappa and 48 episodes.
Those are incorrect.
That's too high. 48 is too high.
Yeah, too high. 10 seconds, G, if you want to buzz in.
Let's do 36 episodes.
Very close.
2006.
Excuse me. Sorry.
06 is correct.
Oh, it was later? I thought. Oh, wait. No, I'm thinking about the manga.
And then I said it before, so I'll say it again. Because it has to hit at some point. Madhouse.
It is Madhouse. So there is 37 episodes.
Oh, I got it. That's a point. Give me the point, bro.
Death Note was another one of those things I did not finish. I started watching after L died,
Yeah, after L died, yeah.
You really threw me off because I thought it was 25 episodes, and then he was like, it's more than 26. I was like, shit, I don't know any numbers right now. I do not know any.
Yeah, it was like a weird 25 for the first season, then 12 for the second.
Oh, that's what, because I was like, man, I know that was short. I know it was short. And I was like, but you're thinking about you're talking about the whole series as a whole.
Right.
I didn't, again, that's when Ella died, the show was done. I was done. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think we can
got away and, he became a supervillain. That's my canon.
I think we can all agree that's where Death Note ends and Bleach ends after the Soul Society. It is.
1,000-year blood wolf. Going at it.
All right, the next anime. Now, this is a specific sub anime in this series. This is Dragon Ball GT.
Oh my days! What was GT, bro?
All right, Tim.
It came out in 96 and it was made by Toei, but episode count. Oh, it's like 128, I think. No. I'm gonna say 128, but nah. I don't know. It's been so long since I watched GT.
All right, you did get 2 points, so Shin or G have a chance to get the last point.
I don't know the episodes, but I know it's less than Super. Super had because they made a big deal about Super passing it. I know it's not past 100 though, unless you count the OVA and the movie. But it's not past 100. I do know that. I think it's like 96 or something like that. 96, 93, somewhere around there. But I don't. I know it's not past 100. I know it doesn't have 100.
Right, G, you have a guess?
86.
It is 64.
I was going to say 64 too, but then I was like, yo, it went on for like 2.5 years or something like that, didn't it?
Yeah.
It ended in 98 or something like that. Yeah.
All right, next anime.
I have changed you, Goku.
Next anime we have Nichijou.
I have no clue what that is, bro.
That's Shin's favorite.
I'm blanking on the animation studio. I can tell you the author, and you want the author. I'm also blanking on the year. I think the year is 2001.
Mm.
No, it's not 2001. I know it's in the 2000s, early 2000s. I'm blanking on the anime studio. I don't know what the anime studio is, but the episode count. It's are you counting the specials?
Just original.
Just the anime? Because it's weird because there's technically like 40 something episodes, 40 or 50 something episodes, because they're chopped up in pieces, and each piece is like they count it as a chapter. So like I don't know what you're going off of. I think original count. I think it's either 24 or 26. I'm gonna go with 24. It's probably wrong, but like but that count makes it, because each episode it becomes its own episode. So there's like technically like 50 something episodes or something like that. But like I'm probably wrong with the 24 too.
So what I looked up was 26.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if the other two even want to guess on this one. I picked it out for you.
I don't even
That
know.
that means you counted the two specials, because the specials would make it, because
okay. I
it
just
ends
looked up.
with, the way it ends is with Nano going to school and everything, and getting friends and stuff like that. And then there's two things after that. I should have just looked at it. It's right there next to me. I should just looked at the Blu-ray. That's what I should have did. Who animated it?
It's Kyoto Animation.
Oh, okay.
I would never would have gotten that. Never.
And it actually started in 2011.
Really?
From what I looked up, because I haven't seen it, so I had to look it up.
Wow.
All right. Next anime.
Dang,
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Oh my god, Tim. This is Tim's cakewalk.
All right, Tim.
I know it's JC Staff in 2015.
Correct.
And you're talking about how many episodes they've come out with now, like all 5 seasons?
Yeah, like what's out at the moment?
It's like 20.
Do you count the specials too?
I did
Because
not.
that's part of it. And then do you count what's her name? Ari, the blonde chick? You know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
right?
you're talking about the.
Do you
the
count that too?
Sword
Because
Oratorio.
that's the same thing, but in a different lens. And that's
Or I think he's just talking about.
he's just talking about Don Manchi as a whole.
Yeah.
Just itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
There's a
here,
couple of specials that are technically episodes.
I think like for the most part the seasons are like 13 episodes. So 26, 39, but then season 4 is
the weird one.
Yeah, that one's 2 seasons put together.
Yeah.
That one's like 26 episodes.
Yeah.
And then episode 5, and then season 5 is like 15. So 26, 52. Oh shit. 65. I would say 80 episodes, but I don't think that's direct, but I know it's in the ballpark of like 80 episodes.
So what I saw was 74.
74. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know like maybe the seasons are only 12 episodes a pop. But I know like season 4 and season 5 were,
because it was like they split it up between arcs. Because you remember the previous seasons, they were like a whole arc.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah, then the reason why that one was so long, little backstory on it, is because Omari actually was involved with season 4, so they like stuck straight to the book material with it.
Oh, okay.
All right, next anime, Monster.
What was Monster?
I know my mom was alive when I watched it. That's it.
Bruce, what's up, Bruce?
Oh, what's up, Bruce?
Monster when
I know I ain't gonna buzz into there. I don't know.
No guesses here.
I can't remember.
All right, Tim,
76 episodes.
you're close.
Oh
Hey.
my days.
Hey, look, G. Remember the buzz in, my man. Remember the buzz in, my man.
Oh, I completely. Oh, to be fair, I've been going last, so I completely forgot about the buzzer. To be fair,
That's fair. Yeah.
Honestly, I was just buzzing in to try to throw one of y'all off. Since he said 76 and it was wrong, I'm gonna say 74, but 2008. It's done by Mappa.
All right, you got the 74. You got the 74. So it's Studio Madhouse, and it came out. It came out 2004. All right, so second to last anime, we got to wrap things up here. So this is the Hunter x Hunter remake.
I ain't never seen it. I know nothing about Hunter x Hunter. I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, it's G or Tim.
is it 2011?
That is correct.
Because it is
This guy here, man, hit the space bar.
All right.
I was about to hit it, and here he go, man.
Let's see.
Give you 10 seconds.
The episode count was it 145?
Not quite. You have a guess on the studio before we move on to Tim?
Oh, Madhouse.
That is correct.
It's
Oh
always
shit!
that.
That was an actual punt. That was an actual punt.
Yeah,
All right, Tim,
I
so-
don't know. I don't know the episode. I'm gonna say 146.
It's 148.
Okay.
Oh,
148.
I've been. This is like the fourth question. I've been like out by like 2.
All right, so this is the last anime. This is the original Rurouni Kenshin.
No.
Oh, and I should mention there's 2 studios. So you can get 4 points on this one.
Do we count the OVAs or just the anime?
I was counting.
This guy always asks for the supplemental material.
I was just counting the
I
anime.
mean, that's part of it. I mean, this is technically the show. It's a flashback, man. We just had this discussion.
All right, G.
I don't know, either Madhouse, Aniplex, 108 episodes, and 1991.
Those are all incorrect.
Okay, cool. I never said I knew them.
I'm not Aniplex. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Tim, anything?
97, and that's all I have.
Okay, so
But whatever
it's not in the
97 might
90s.
fit, whatever
It's not.
97 might fit.
It's not in the
That's what it
90s.
is.
It's early 2000s when the anime came out.
so the anime started in 96.
Damn.
It did?
Yes, the
I said
original anime.
91. Fuck.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 95 episodes, and for like the first half of it, it was Studio Gallup, which I never even heard of that studio, and the second half was Studio D.
See, man, I thought you were gonna do One Piece with magic.
I thought he was gonna throw me a layup with a Ghost in the Shell or something.
I think One Piece of Magic is 2012, though, right?
It started 09.
Oh, 9.
Yeah,
I feel like
What
he
did I
did
get?
give
Oh,
you
wait,
a
it-
layup, G.
It ended in that, didn't it? In
The
2012 or
first, like,
2013 or something like
first
that.
part of it, because they did come back like 2 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
G,
So
I
the-
feel like Bleach was your
The Bleach was his layup.
I tried to
Bleach
pick
was-
one for each of you.
Bleach
so-
was not my
Don Monty was yours, and Nichijou was mine. I just love Nichijou. It don't mean I know history. when it came out.
All right,
I
so
feel like it was older than that though.
the
Hey,
final
look,
points.
sometimes my undiagnosed autism kind of comes in handy when I like something, I dive slam into it head first and learn everything.
Yeah. All right, so the final points: Shin with 3, G with 4, and Tim with 7.
Look at you.
How did Tim win? I thought, how did he have 7?
Because
Some
sometimes
guesses.
when you're on that court, you just have to go for it, man. You just have to go for it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Hit them layups with your left hand, even though you're right-handed, man. Come on.
I don't pay attention to
All right,
your
so
Interesting.
episodes.
That's going to wrap things up here. We want to thank you guys for joining us here on this live. Again, like the video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, we will catch you guys in the next live.
Peace out.
Please.